usually go to school?
Yes, I do. I usually go to school.
What time do you usually go to school?
I usually go to school at 7 a.m.
How often do you go to school?
I go to school every day.
Do you usually go to a pagoda?
Yes, I do. I usually go to a pagoda.
What time do you usually go to a pagoda?
I usually go to a pagoda at 5:15 a.m.
How long does it take?
It takes me about 2 days.
Do you usually play sports?
Yes, I do. I usually play sports.
What time do you usually play sports?
I usually play sports at 5 p.m.
How often do you play sports?
I usually play sport twice a week.
Do you usually eat in a restaurant?
Yes, I do. I usually eat in a restaurant.
What time do you usually eat in a restaurant?
I usually eat in the restaurant at 6 p.m.
How long does it take?
It takes me about 1 hour.
Do you usually clean your room?
Yes, I do. I usually clean my room.
What time do you usually clean the room?
I usually clean my room at 7 p.m.
How long does it take?
It takes me about 20 minutes.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mike.
Nice to meet you. Do you usually go backpacking?
Yes, I do. I usually go backpacking.
Who do you usually go backpacking with?
I usually go backpacking with my friends.
When do you usually go backpacking?
I usually go backpacking on holiday.
Fantastic. Do you usually do the washing?
Yes, I do. I usually do the washing.
Who do you usually do the washing with?
I usually do the washing with. I usually do the washing alone.
Okay. And when do you usually do the washing?
I usually wash.
When do you usually do the washing?
I usually do the washing at night.
Okay. That's great. Do you usually do your homework?
Yes, I do. I usually do my homework.
Where do you usually do your homework?
I usually do my homework every day.
Every day, okay. Where do you usually do your homework?
I usually do my homework every day.
Where do you usually do your homework?
I usually do my homework in my room.
Okay, that's good. Do you usually go to a cafe?
Yes, I do. I usually go to the cafe.
How do you usually go to a cafe?
I usually go to the cafe by motorbike.
When do you usually go to a cafe?
I usually go to the cafe in the morning.
Okay. Do you usually go to the beach?
Yes, I do. I usually go to the beach.
When do you usually go to the beach?
I usually go to the beach on holiday.
Okay. Who do you usually go to the beach with?
I usually go to the beach with family.
Great. Where's the beach?
It's on Taiwan.
Okay, fantastic. Do you usually go to the market?
Yes, I do. I usually go to the market. Yes, I do. I usually go to the market.
When do you usually go to the market?
I usually go to the market every day.
Okay, fantastic. Where's the market?
It's on Gongyu.
Great. Do you usually study English?
Yes, I do. I usually go to study English.
Who do you usually study English with?
I usually go to study English with my friends.
Good. When do you usually study English?
I usually study English every day.
Okay. Do you usually clean your room?
Yes, I do. I usually clean my room.
When do you usually clean your room?
I usually clean my room in the morning.
Okay. Who do you usually clean your room with?
I usually clean my room alone.
Okay. Do you usually join volunteer work?
Yes, I do. I usually join volunteer work.
Who do you usually join volunteer work with?
I usually join volunteer work with my friends.
Very good. When do you usually join volunteer work?
I usually join volunteer work at the end of the month.
Okay, fantastic. Do you usually play games?
Yes, I do. I usually play games.
Who do you usually play games with?
I usually play games with my friends.
How do you usually play games?
I usually play games on my laptop.
Okay. And when do you usually play games?
I usually play game I usually play game every day.
Okay. Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank
That was
you.
good.